Hey yarn friends, welcome back to LlamaMamaKayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla and I thank you for stopping by today for Vlogmas number 12. Light number 12. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. If it's your first time to stop by, thank you. I hope you enjoy your visit here. And if you've been here for a little while or a new subscriber, I appreciate you coming back and watching more videos. Thanks guys. So, this month is about Vlogmas, and as you know, if you've been watching videos, Terri from Yarnjoy Podcast and her link is always in my description box, did a swap of some scrap balls. I sent her 25, she sent me 25, so each day we are each opening baggies and adding them to our scrap blanket. And I am loving this scrap blanket. It is so pretty. Let me see where I ended off. I know my stitch marker's on here somewhere. Oh, there it is. So yesterday I opened this beautiful blue with the speckles. You can see the little shiny speckles in there, and added it in, and I love it. I just love that. Like this part and all is cool. I like that purple, which that was my purple. I made my centerpiece beforehand, and then that peach went lovely with that, and that peach went lovely with this, and then that green next to the purple looked really good. But honestly, this is the part that I really like, is where it's changing colors like frequently. I really like that. So I love that blue. It went around a whole time. It went all the way around, and then it doubled back over where I had connected it right here. So that's 2 rows in a small section right there. But it did go all the way around. I was surprised that it made it all the way around. So I know that they're not going to be making it all the way around, and that's cool because that'll just add to the scrappiness of it, and that's what I really want, you know, for it to look scrappy. So let's see what color I'm going to add. I'm always excited to see what color goes next. So I'm opening number 12, baggie number 12. Ooh, a pretty pink. A beautiful, I think that's red heart pink. Yeah. So that'll go next on the outside of that blue. It'll start right here and come down to this corner, and then see how far it'll go. But isn't that going to be pretty, that pink next to that blue? I mean, I just love all the colors next to it, because I really just love all the colors in the rainbow. I mean, I love all colors. There's not a color that I really can't say that I don't like. I mean, I wouldn't want to put a lot of black into it, just because, not that I don't like the color black for certain projects, but, you know, just to keep it colorful and cheerful and everything, I wouldn't want to put a lot of black into it. But I love all the colors of the rainbow, so I'm always excited to see the next color. Yes, thank you, Terri. I can't wait to add that pink in there. That will be beautiful. Okay, and so, as you know, I've been working on a Christmas blanket. Sorry, that was Phoebe crying because she got left in the parlor, and I closed the gate, and so she's crying. She wants to be in here with me. Dakota, you could have let her out. So, as you know, I've been working on this scrappy blanket. Well, it's not really that scrappy looking, because the rows do go all the way around. This is a Christmas blanket. I added some pops and colors because I didn't want it to just be red, white, and green. So I started making some squares to add to this. So I showed those yesterday. I did make a couple more last night. I made this square. Here's one. And then I made a green and white one. Okay, so I have another project that I was working on, and I was going to try to finish up earlier this month, But as you know, I ended up in the hospital and just didn't get around to making that. And I could still make it, except I'm kind of worried about it not serving the purpose that I wanted it to serve later. I was making like a Christmas sweater coat type thing. And I just don't know that I still want that. My mindset has changed. And, you know, we're allowed to do that. So I had some squares that I had made to go with that and just the pieces of it. So I'm thinking I might take those pieces and add to this blanket and add those squares and just make this a very large Christmas blanket. And, you know, we'll have it for next Christmas. But anyway, here are a piece of that. There's a piece of that I'm probably going to add to this blanket. So you can see I have red, white, and green, a gingerbread man, red and white, the Grinch. And the next row is just a Christmas colors, lights, red and green with a little white, and then a Christmas tree that's sparkly. So I'm thinking I'm going to take this and add it to that blanket. So I think this blanket is going to go from side to side like this, and that does make it, you know, big enough to like cover up one person. And then just add this to it. Well, you can't see that. But add this to it, like down at the bottom or somewhere. I don't know if it'll be bottom or top. This might end up being like the center of the blanket, in the middle of it, because I might add stuff to that bottom and then add stuff to the top. I might add stuff to the ends. I have no idea, but I'm just going to keep adding to it. And then if I don't finish it all in December, I can still work on it in January and kind of finish that up and then just put it away for next Christmas. So anyway, that's my plans for this. Is just kind of, it'll end up being more like a, I don't want to say scrappy, but it'll end up being, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but, you know, it'll be interesting. There we go. It'll be interesting to see how it turns out. So I'm going to lay that to the side. I did get a Christmas card. Thank you so much, Nancy. This is a beautiful card. And you can just see the beauty of it right there. Isn't that just precious? And it makes me think of that song, Mary, Did You Know? As I was looking at that, that's what come to mind. Mary, did you know your baby boy? It says, Dear friend Kayla, glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. Wishing you and your family a Merry Christmas and happy, healthy New Year. Love you, Nancy. So thank you so much, Nancy, for that beautiful card. And I need to take a little clip or a photo or something of my card wall, which is my yarn cabinet. I put my cards up on the doors of it. And then she sent this organic cold 911 soothing minty relief David's tea or herbal infusion. I've never had that before, but you know what? I am going to put this over on the coffee station, and I hate to say, I almost want to get a cold to try it. But, you know, I know before the winter's over, I will get the sniffles and, you know, stuffy head and all that. It's bound to come sooner or later. It always does. Usually I get it at the end of winter, like February and March. That's when I get the head cold. So I'm going to stick it over there and save that for an opportunity to use it. I kind of can't wait to use it. So thank you so much, Nancy. I'm going to put your card up on the card wall, and I'm going to take a picture of that and share with y'all. I just keep forgetting to do it. So tonight we have Elijah's girlfriend, Baya's, coming over. which she's over all the time. Like any night he's not at work, she's here. So that's not anything new. But we're going to eat dinner, and then we're going to do gingerbread houses. I bought some kits. Like I think we have 5 or 6 kits in there. And then we bought some extra candy and icing. And so we're all just going to sit around the table and put together gingerbread houses and decorate them. And I'm going to do some clips during that to share with y'all. And then I'm going to show each one of the gingerbread houses and let y'all vote on who did the best job. But for now, I'm going to leave you with a clip of Dakota's creation yesterday. He got up. It was his day off. He got up, got dressed real quick, and he came in there, and he was leaving to Walmart to pick up an order he had placed. So he went to Walmart and picked up some stuff, came back, and got busy mixing up gingerbread, and he made this from scratch and everything, and made a gingerbread Buckingham palace, complete with the queen. He kept saying he's putting the queen on it, and I was like, so you're making a little gingerbread person of me? What? So, just messing with But anyway, he made this really awesome gingerbread Buckingham palace. It was his design. I mean, he like sketched it out on paper, drew it out, and then used the ruler, yardstick, and all that, and cut out the windows. And then he made glass panes for the window, which is not really glass. It's melted sugar and Karo syrup. I think that's what he used. Corn syrup. I don't know. He used that and made window panes. And then he put lights inside the thing. So he's already showed us all up. But he's the kid that when he was a kid, he had a little table in his room. Well, a large table in his bedroom. And he would build Lego towns. And he would have a train running, electric train running through his Lego towns. But all of his houses would have lights in them. He would use wires and batteries and tinfoil and light bulbs, little light bulbs and stuff. So he would put lights in all his Lego houses. And then he would make traffic lights, train lights. I mean, he's the kid that done all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. So I really shouldn't be surprised that he put lights in his gingerbread house. But this time he put tea lights, those little battery-operated tea lights. No, we didn't have those back when he was doing all his Lego buildings as a, middle schooler. But anyway, so I'm leaving you with a clip of that so you can see his handiwork. And when Bae comes over tonight, I hope she's not intimidated by his creation. And then we're going to put together little puny little kits. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon. This is Dakota's gingerbread Buckingham Palace. He made this yesterday, and just try to show you a little bit of the details. There are lights on the inside of it. And if you see the windows, there are glass in the windows, which is, melted sugar you put for the windows. And you can see there's Queen Elizabeth there on the balcony waving to everyone. Little flag on top. Yeah, you can see there's some light coming through on the windows. He made this from scratch, made his dough, and then kind of sketched out what he wanted to make and drew it and then cut it out and then baked the pieces and iced them and put it all together. I'm going to try to swing around so I can show you the sides. Both sides have windows. Yeah, you can see the lights in there good, and you can see that there's, glass And then the back side also has all the windows. So anyway, I wanted to share that with y'all. That's Dakota's hard work from yesterday.